Howdy, Full Metal Cowboy, slinging a live reaction of Andor, Season 2, Episodes 10 through 12. This is it. This is the live reaction of the final arc of Andor. The final live reaction for this excellent Star Wars TV show. Now we just got 3 episodes left. Now this is the part of the show that is the landing. I'm sure the show sticks the landing, and I hope it sticks the landing. But I'm pretty sure it does. So I'm not really worried, given how the show has been written since the start. Even though I think episode 1 maybe could have been executed just a little better. Yeah, I'm still kind of hung up on that. But you know what? Past that first episode, the rest of the show really picked up. Season 1 was excellent, and this second season, even though it is a lot quicker in terms of how it goes through events, the pacing of each arc is surprisingly steady. And I mean, the first arc kind of got things going. The second arc involved, I guess you could say, preparations for the rebellion, as well as preparations for what the Empire was proceeding with. And of course, the third arc that we watched previously, holy shit. Like, that left me speechless. Nearly speechless after episode 8. But of course, episode 9, was the after effects of it. And of course, Mon Mothma's speech being the highlight that it is. But yeah, that previous arc was heavy. It was the heaviest arc thus far. It does make me wonder how this last arc's gonna play out, though. So, oh, I just realized.
Oh,
I just realized Sailor Sif is with me. I forgot to introduce her right before I made that little tangent. Oh my goodness.
how dare you? Also, something's going off.
What do you mean?
Check the time.
Oh, right. Yeah, Sailor Sif has something to take care of in just a moment, so I guess I'll take a moment to just kind of look back on this show. Um,
Yeah, and the fact that you forgot to introduce me is an insult.
yeah, I'm sorry. But anyway, um, this has been such an excellent show. I mean, yeah, it's not like the other Star Wars shows out there. It's not like The Mandalorian. It's not like uh trying to think of another show that was worth talking about with Star Wars. But what I'm kind of getting at is that the Star Wars shows, aside from Andor, were designed to be a lot more mainstream, easygoing, typical television fare for Star Wars. And Andor shook up that formula big time. It was a lot slower. It was a lot more focused on a certain side of the rebellion. It was more focused on other elements that, while it may seem different from what is typical of Star Wars, it still ties into the themes that Star Wars rolled with since the beginning. The whole subject or the theme of like rebellion. and other things. So as much as I loved Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and I still like that show, I am prepared to accept that Andor could very well be the gold standard of Star Wars in television form. Now, there's a reason I did not say Star Wars in general because, the Star Wars films are made a certain way, definitely bigger budgets. Uh, the experience is considerably different from, what you would see in television. Uh, Granted, television has the advantage of telling stories longer than what a film possibly can tell. So, what I'm
And the
saying.
Pim Squirrel tells stories about you.
Okay.
He does.
Anyway, so
Not good stories.
yeah. So when it comes to cinematic Star Wars, like the Star Wars that's in theaters, the film side of Star Wars, like the original trilogy, is amongst the strongest material in Star Wars in the cinematic sense. But in television, before Andor came around, the Clone Wars was a benchmark entry in Star Wars in the television sense. But now I'm starting to think Andor, I suspect after these 3 episodes, is going to cement it being the gold standard, a benchmark um, for Star Wars in television. So, well,
Clone Wars is still my favorite, though.
and that's fine. But but I will say the drawback with Clone Wars is that some arcs and some episodes were clunkers. Andor
The
hardly.
Blue Shadow Virus.
The Blue Shadow Virus. Yeah. The droid arc from season 5, I think. That had that annoying fucking the alien general. That arc, and you want to know something? That arc had potential of being an experimental story arc for Star Wars, but that alien really weighed it down. So I would have been perfectly fine if it was just droids talking through beeps and we just don't understand, and yet visual language can kind of fill in the blanks. But nope, the writers wanted to throw in an alien so they can have someone speaking English and whatnot. It's like, come on. Now Andor, on the other hand, no clunkers. Well, I'd say the only clunky area is that first episode, execution wise. And again, I know I rag about that, and I did say that the whole show, the rest of season 1 made up for that first episode, and I still have that sentiment, but if I were to say season 1 of Andor was a 10 out of 10 season, there would be an asterisk attached to that rating, just to say, hey, that first episode might be contentious, whether the viewer agrees or disagrees with my rating or whatnot. Now, season 2 might just have an asterisk applied to it because of the circumstances with season 2. Because from what I keep looking up is that apparently this was meant to be a 5-season show, but because of the logistics, looking through the plan for season 2, they realize, okay, it probably might be risky to try to do 5 seasons, and they felt like, okay, just to make sure we get the whole story told, we're just gonna condense the remaining 4 seasons that would have been there, throughout season 2. But some have said that, oh, well, it was planned to be a 2-season show from the beginning. I've been trying to look up, like, what is the like what the real answer to why season two's plot is formatted a certain way compared to season one, because notably season two has like 4 years of plot told in one season. So, and yeah, I do feel like the plot line of Andor as a whole is a bit is considerably condensed in season two, but it's a miracle that, you know, the storyline of season two is still like, still flows pretty well. It's just the only thing that just seems the only thing that does feel different from season one is that, okay, the timeline of season two, it's 4 years before the Battle of Yavin, 3 years before the Battle of Yavin, and so on, throughout season two. So and sure, maybe that's why they released the 3 episodes a week when Disney Plus originally released them that way. I know I've been rambling, but it's just like, these are like, last things I want to say before we begin, before we get to the beginning of the end of this show.
You sound so nervous.
Because I'm kind of eager to see how the show wraps up, but I'm just kind of how I put this. I'm kind of worried about how they're gonna wrap this show up. Now, what I am aware is that this show will lead into Rogue One. So I do anticipate the final episode is going to lead straight to Rogue One. In fact, my Kendrick critiques made that point abundantly clear. So, because he was saying, like, okay, after you watch Andor, go straight into Rogue One. Maybe not directly after, like the moment I finish Andor. I'm just saying, as soon as possible, go straight into Andor. Like, that's kind of like the way to go about Andor. Like, to truly finish the show is through Andor. Or, arguably, truly finish the show with the original Star Wars. So, yeah. So, Sailor Sif, are you ready to start ending this viewing?
Yes.
All right. You heard her. So, get ready. If you have been following us this entire time, thank you. And get ready to watch Season 2, Episode 10. And once again, I probably haven't made this clear, and I'll probably put this in like the description videos. We do not have the audio of the episode playing. The only thing you're going to hear is us talking. This is because we don't want to get the videos blocked. I mean, the purpose of these videos is for the viewer watching these videos to sync along with us, like hitting play as I hit play. Therefore, when Sailor Sif and I are watching the episode, you, the viewer, are watching along with us. Whether this is your first time watching Andor, or if this is during your revisit of Andor. Now, I understand, reflecting upon previous live reactions, watch-alongs, we haven't been talking very much during Andor, and it is largely because we're trying to take in a lot of information with this show. And usually when we start assessing these episodes, or once in a while we'll mention a moment that happens, but what am I trying to say here? Usually when we start talking about certain moments in the episode, whatever it may be, it's usually after, and that's because we're processing what we just saw. And this is because we're trying to take in as much information rather than try to say, like, oh, this and that. And then when there's a lot of nuances in this show. So in order for us to just take everything in episode by episode, that's why we're usually quiet, and it's largely because it would be easy for us to talk about certain moments in any Star Wars film, but with Andor, it's a lot more. I would say in terms of how it's crafted, it's definitely more sophisticated in the Star Wars sense compared to more simplistic storytelling in Star Wars. Even though those older Star Wars stories did have certain nuances, certain elements that can be picked up. But my point is that Andor is a lot more grounded. It's a lot more like there's a lot to take in with that show. So, and honestly, for me, Andor is a show for me that gets better the more I revisit it. Because the second viewing, which I did prior to season two, which I watched with Sir Sif, um, that second viewing was a lot better than my first viewing. And that's because there was stuff I picked up that I didn't catch before. I suspect season two is going to do the same. So, I mean, if there's anything that I certainly picked up from the previous arc is the Gorman genocide. I mean, I'd argue that's fucking applicable. I mean, even though it was not directly lifted from a current humanitarian crises, it is not. It is no surprise that what happened in Gorman in that third arc is compared to the humanitarian crisis in Gaza that's going on. And, well, that's a topic that we're not going to delve into, not because it's a hot button issue. We're not going to delve into too much because we really should start getting into this final arc because if I were to delve into what that particular crisis, it's just gonna lead like up to like 3 to 5 minutes talking about it when I'm sure any viewers watching this might just say get on with it. I gotta make that a soundboard sound bit. What do you think?
Get the show on the road.
All right. So Steph, are you ready?
And also drink some water.
All right. Anyway, here we go. Andor, Season 2, Episode 10, in 3, 2, 1, fire. Okay, how is the video looking?
Good.
Good. No, we haven't really seen a lot of Luthen throughout season two, which I mean, I don't mind. It's largely because I like the focus on other characters because some characters were more important, but yeah, I suspect we're getting Luthen prominently for this episode if the recaps are to if the recaps were meant to imply anything. Hmm?
I sneezed.
Oh. 1 year later. And it is 1 year before the Battle of Yavin. Yeah, we're approaching the events of the original Star Wars. Just 1 year away. We got Pimp Luthen in action. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's my nickname for when he gets all fancy looking. I call him Pimp Luthen. He's got the rings on. He's got the stylish clothes. Yeah, I know these two are not related, but I can totally see like a mother or that father daughter dynamic, like a father daughter esque dynamic. Hmm? Keep a pin on the name Scarif. Oh, that's a cool looking shot there. Hmm? Hey, it sounds like a fluffy but oh shit! Luthen fucking shot him!
Where's the fluffy boy?
Somewhere. But that alien cat kind of sound like the kind of like my fluffy boy.
What, weak sauce meows?
Yeah.
'Cause your cat definitely has weak sauce meows.
Yes, he does. Oh, damn. Oh, what? Okay, either I missed a line that implied that she was visiting or she was about to visit, but yeah, I get a feeling Luthen's about to set up some things where he's not gonna be going back to his usual um, operations, especially when he dumped that shit on the electronics, and especially after he killed Bonnie. Like, who's fucking honking outside? Damn. Okay, so I had to make an edit there because I wanted to wait until that car stopped beeping. So that's why I had to pause. Oh shit! He used to be part of the Empire. If that dialogue is to imply anything, even though we didn't see any flashback. Oh, that's a side loop that I never knew. Oh shit! She found out about the. No! Oh shit! Oh
That
fuck!
was surprising.
Fuck! Damn it! Damn it! He was. Okay, of all the characters in Andor, he was my favorite. Fuck!
Each time you mention somebody, they always die. What is your deal here, Geo?
Sorry, I can't hear you very well with the. Let me. And I'm not gonna.
You seem to be the curse.
Here to that definitely sounds like a German name. Oh wow. Okay, so that was a flashback of Luthen before this show. So okay, hopefully there's more where that's coming from. Damn. Oh, was that Clea? Clea's point of view we're seeing here? Okay, so someone's honking her fucking car again. Damn it. Whatever. Oh, he definitely heard that. Wait, so so Luthen's last name was Lear? Oh, so his alternate last name was a fucking anagram of Lear. Okay, whoever's outside fucking honking their horn, knock it off. Fuck's sake. Oh shit. I don't recall her hand getting wounded unless that's supposed to be like a ploy, or maybe she applied something to make it look like she's hurt. Ah, yep. Oh shit. Well, Clay is lucky. I'm guessing Clay is heading towards Luthen's room in the hospital. Dude, this episode is just elevating why Luthen's my favorite character in this show. Like, damn. Like, that alien looks a lot like ET, doesn't it? Except for the chin part. You see what I mean? Sir. Sir, can you hear me? Uh oh. Sailor Stuff, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
All
you.
right. The alien in that scene earlier did look a lot like ET, didn't it?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Damn. Wow, the location shot there. I wonder where this thing was shot at. I must say, the last time I recall location shooting looking gorgeous, it was Phantom Menace of all things. Yeah, the first prequel film.
Really?
Yeah, no, for real. The location
Really?
The location shooting was very good in episode one, Phantom Menace.
Wow.
I'm okay. Say what you will about how that one looked. I mean, yeah, over a bunch of CGI is one thing, but the location shooting was strong in that one. So, but I mean, the location shooting in this is great too. Like good set design, good location shooting. I mean, this show was a damn good balance of that. Damn. What the hell, Naboo? Okay, sorry if I seem like I was fanboying over the familiarization of Naboo. Okay, I grew up with the prequel trilogy for God's sake, and look, it's got its flaws, but you know what? When the prequel trilogy stood out, I mean, it was worth noting out.
He seems to be your favorite.
Yeah. Damn. Oh, she's gonna pull the trigger on something. Yep. That was actually a well put like flashback there to juxtapose what Luthen did, and then you saw her do something similar. Damn. Oh no, she's putting him off life support. Fuck, man. I don't know what to say to that. There goes my favorite character in the show. Fuck.
Ah, even the best characters die.
You know, even though season 2, episode 8 was hands down like a 10 out of 10 episode, this is another one. And this is like the only episode, or maybe one of the very few, where Cassian Andor is not even in it. But fuck. Yeah, clearly I am not taking what just happened very well. Shit.
Clearly not.
Yeah.
Get your act together, man.
I'm trying. It's just shit. You know what? Clea taking him off life support really was for the best, because if she kept him alive, the Empire would have started interrogating him, and information would leak. So for the sake of the rebellion, Clea. I don't know why I accidentally call her Clayla, but Clea did the right thing by,
Yesterday it was Subway mixed up with Safeway. Now it's this.
yeah. So yeah, Clea did the right thing by putting him off life support. It was for the sake of the rebellion too. So fuck. Yeah, this was one of the best episodes of the season, hands down. Hard to tell between episode 8 and episode 10 of this season. I mean, but here's the thing: episode 8 was shocking, whereas episode 10 was just more character focused and fuck, you know. So what'd you think of what'd you think of season 2, episode 10?
Your favorite character died.
Yeah, you gotta rub that in, don't you? But
Yeah.
but what do you think of Luthen now? Now that his whole character is complete.
I mean, the guy at first had a whole mystery to him, and then once you find out his backstory, it was kind of that it was sad.
Yeah, like
Then it kind of feels like you went full circle.
he used to be part of the Empire until he found that girl, or no, until like he heard all that gunfire. And he says, "I'll make it stop." But once he found Clea, you know, years ago, he kind of decided to change sides or stances. No longer working for the Empire. And then of course you have Clea, who witnessed an execution, and that made her want to fight the start fighting the Empire. And then of course but yeah, those flashbacks really cemented Luthen as my favorite character in the show. And look, it's not because he's the most complex character of the show. It's just that Stellan Skarsgård's performance in the show has been stellar. Okay, I know that sounds like a play on words with his first name, but I didn't. It did. That's not the intention. Um, but his acting has been great since the start of the show, and he was a character that didn't. I mean, he was a character that clearly had some stuff left open that the show was going to later reveal about him, and I'm glad I finally got that through this episode. And honestly, season 2, episode 10 did elevate Luther as my favorite character, but Clea is also responsible for elevating Luthen as my favorite character because of that father-daughter dynamic that they have. And granted, that's been ever so present throughout the entire show, but I like how this episode explains that, but also um, I like how they finally did that, and then of course eventually closing Luthen as a character. But yeah, but shit, I mean, like I said, I'm not having an easy time processing the episode because there went my favorite character in the show, and I'm not saying the last 2 episodes are ruined for me. It's just the show's writing has been so good, so I'm confident these last 2 episodes are going to are going to be good. I'm a little curious to what the next two have in store. So yeah, I will be right back. I need to get more water. Has my voice been clear this
Yes,
entire?
drink your damn water.
Oh my god, has my voice been clear this entire time, or has it been cutting out a few places?
Well, your audio's been fine, but your voice sounded like it was going out a few times.
Okay, fair enough. All right, I'm gonna get water because why not? Also, I'm gonna get some tea just for the hell of it. All right, so I got my water, got my tea.
Drink your damn water.
Explain why you keep telling me that.
In my household, I'm the leader of keeping my parents hydrated.
Okay, but I'm
Get
not
enough water.
but I'm not in your house at the moment. So why are
You're
you?
still my friend, and I tell my friends to drink damn water.
Yeah, but I'm feeling perfectly fine at the moment. Thank you very much.
Drink the damn water.
Oh my god, get off my ass.
Excuse me, I will have the pimp squirrel on your ass. I hope he snipes your ass.
Uh, Hope you what?
Snipes your ass tomorrow.
Wow.
Or, even better, brings his firing squad.
Anyway, I'm ready to go with the penultimate episode of Andor. So, you ready?
Ready.
All right, so here we go. Andor, season 2, episode 11. In 3, 2, 1, fire. Damn. Having to go through this recap, huh? Fuck. You're gonna make me go through this again. Damn it.
Ah,
Shit. Oh, thank God. I don't want to have to. I'm sorry. I just went through this fucking death scene. I don't want to see it again.
this is what you get for not drinking water.
What does drinking water have to do with the show's writing? What the fuck?
Oh,
Yeah, and there's that what is it? Main theme from Final Fantasy IV that's like popping in my head after. I'll have to play a snippet of both themes so you know what I'm talking about. And don't worry about Final Fantasy IV spoilers. But it's just like whenever I'm hearing the theme song of this show pop in, like, yeah. And I'm an asshole. Sorry. Oh shit. Krennic. Oh, interesting name drop there. Keep a pin on the name Galen Urso, by the way.
You told me that before.
What?
You told me that before.
No, I said Scarif, but Galen Urso's name was just dropped. Keep a pin on his name. Oh, interesting. What is it? Parallel between her and Cyril. Cyril was looking for Andor. She was looking for Axis. Axis was Luthen. Shit. I'm kind of curious if the director told Ben Mendelsohn to yell at her, but not letting Denise Gal know. I know that sounds like a dick move on towards her, but shit. I gotta know some of the behind the scenes shit of season two. Because sometimes directors like telling certain actors things, but not others, for to make the acting more realistic. Else I'm going to have to choke a bitch. Sorry, that guy, hair. He seems he does he really is an asshole.
Seriously?
And I hope he gets the bitch slapped out of him or choked. Oh shit. Lens flare, except not overused like J.J. Abrams.
I'm watching something with Geo.
Isn't it okay?
They were asking me if I wanted to watch sumo wrestling.
Oh shit. Damn it. Good old Morse code. Yeah, Morse code, that's a lost art. Oh, woman's fine. Well, except for his limping, but I mean, I knew he had a injury on his leg. Uh oh. Ah, Star Wars poker.
Wow.
And some alcohol involved, of course, but no cigarettes. Although I'm not a smoker, so whatever. And certainly I'm not in the mood for whiskey because it's summertime. Revnog. So that's what it is. Yeah, fuck your poker game. There's some important business in hand. Okay, seriously, I want this asshole dead. Hit. And also an asshole. Propaganda. Information that's bullshit. Yep. So Scarif is a planet, of course. So I wasn't really. I was quick to mention, keep a pin on it, but yeah, the planet Scarif is one to keep in mind for later. Just letting you know. The Revnog being the alcohol that Andor and the others were drinking during that game and during that conversation. Okay, that was a pretty cool shot there. And by the way, KTSO is another character I enjoy quite a good deal. Now you might be wondering, wait a minute, how am I fond of K2SO? Okay, so I'll give you a little something to keep in mind for later. K2SO also appears in Rogue One.
I hear BTS, my ears perked up for K-pop.
No, K2SO is in Rogue One.
Oh, I thought you said BTS, and I was like,
No,
what?
no,
Somebody say something about a K-pop group
nope. And why would a K-pop?
and all the hot men involved.
Why would a K-pop group be in Star Wars?
Never.
Ah, shit. Oh boy. So it's. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, they don't know the freaking radio's been scrambled. Oh, he doesn't know Luthen's dead. Well, yeah, because well, why the hell would she want to stay? Aw, yeah. Oh, oh, you motherfuckers! Oh! I thought there was like 5-10 minutes left of this episode. Son of a bitch! So, what did you think of this episode?
That was heavy.
Yeah. Um, yeah, that was indeed pretty heavy. Uh, Man, I'm trying to assess.
You assess. I gotta go get some water.
All right, I'm gonna get some tea while I'm at it.
Just drink your damn
Oh
water.
my god. Okay, so anyway, that the episode we just watched, uh, episode 11. That was. I mean, it's kind of a little. I guess you could say. Kind of feels similar to the episode 9, the whole like, and whether Andor or somebody else gets to Mon Mothma first, it feels like, okay, it was Andor, or the Empire gets to Clea first, but more like, yeah, like they're uh I've noticed a pattern. But as far as like episode 11's concerned, I mean, I'd say it was um another good one, but I'd say this was more of like paving the way for the last episode of the show. So, I mean, yeah, I'd say that episode was good. It's just I'm processing um season 2 episode 11. So, yeah, but for them to leave it on a cliffhanger, I'm like, damn it. Well, fortunately, these last 3 episodes were released at once, like the other 3 arcs. They did 4 weeks of Andor, for season 2. So, fortunately, people can go straight to the next one, and yeah. Yeah. So, you ready for the next one?
Yep.
All right. Well,
You ready for the show to end?
yeah, I think I'm ready. You know, I do kind of wish that this had more. And you know what? This has kind of reminded me of a certain other show. One that happens to be my favorite show of all time, Babylon 5. You know how those last 2 seasons didn't pan out the way that was intended?
No.
Season 4 almost being the last until, at the 11th hour, TBS stepped
Wait,
in.
wait, 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 wait. Are you insisting that we do a watch along of B5 next?
Not
Or at some
next.
point?
Not next, but maybe at some point. I'm not opposed to it.
I would not be opposed to revisiting it.
Yeah, I'll just have to get the
That
blue.
or LOTGH to see my sweet ship again.
Oh my god, you're still going on about that, aren't you? Anyway, so.
I'm crushed they didn't happen.
Oh, boo hoo hoo.
I
All.
wanted it to happen.
Not all dramas are clean, I must say.
Mm.
Anyway,
Oh, the
so.
ones I watched.
So season 4 almost became Babylon 5's last season. And at the 11th hour, TBS stepped in and said, hey, we want to give you a fifth and final season, like you wanted. Or something like that. I doubt that's how they said, but they said, hey, we want to pick you up for season 5. Or we want to pick you up for a season on our station. And then essentially what happened is that J. Michael Straczynski shelved the final episode and decided to wait on finishing it until filming the 5th season to finally make that happen. Anyway, that 5th season, while it had a rough start because it was the result of different networks, or it was a result of the network stepping in, granting that 5th season, and yet I'd say the second half made up for that. So what I'm saying is that even though Babylon 5 is my favorite show, I'm not going to ignore the most glaring flaw, that the 5th season was rough. But this is a flaw I forgive the show for. Now, It's funny that I go back to this mindset with Andor because I can kind of tell this meant to be more than 2 seasons. And I think what happened is that maybe the writing was on the wall that maybe Andor wasn't going to last 5 seasons. Although I've heard some conflicting views saying that it was meant to be 2 seasons to begin with, and I'm hearing that it was meant to be a 5 season show. But it does feel like each arc feels like a season of Andor that could have been. Who knows? Maybe there might be a novelization of Andor. Maybe a more expanded, maybe more expanded storytelling through the events of season 2. I mean, it can practically be the Xenogears of Star Wars. I mean, there was a book that outlined the entire fucking lore of Xenogears' original outline. So, except that was more of like a lore book and all that stuff. It wasn't so much like a book detailing like plot lines, or it wasn't like a novel filling in the blanks from the game. But in this case of Star Wars, I mean, I can see a novelization of Andor and maybe have post season 1 expanded upon, you know? I don't know. But I'm on the fence whether to give this a 9.5 or a 10. And I'm talking about season 2. If I end up giving it a 10, it does come with an asterisk that I acknowledge that yes, season 2 feels a lot more condensed compared to season 1. But I'm willing to look past that contentious, like condensed critique of the show, or criticism towards the show. Although I don't know if the pace of season 2 has been criticized that much. Because if anything, season 2 has been flowing surprisingly. So, I mean, the show's been well acted, well written, well directed. So, you know, even though I think it could have had more seasons, I'm actually impressed with how much they were able to pack in season 2 without feeling rushed. So that I am actually impressed by that. So I'll give the show that. But alas, it's time to finish Andor. What do you think?
Let's freaking go already.
All right, enough of my rambling. So here we
Drink
go.
some more damn water.
Oh my god. Get off my ass about the damn water. I'll drink it when I'm feeling
Never
thirsty.
will.
I'll drink it when I'm damn thirsty. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah, you're thirsty for other things.
No comment. Anyway.
AKA panty and stocking.
All right, let's go already. Andor, Season 2, Episode 12. The final episode of Andor. In 3, 2, 1. Fire. Oh wow, that was just a quick jump cut there. Oh shit. K2 so knocked his fucking ass out. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say knocked his ass out. He killed his ass. There we go. Ah, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, K2S is packing heat. Hell fucking yes. Yeah, K2SO's kind of like the C3PO type of character, but he's like the complete opposite of C3PO, like personality wise and appearance wise. While we were at it, I mean, C3PO being golden, K2SO being like gray, black. Hey, are we gonna get any hammy acting? Damn, I'm I'm surprised his acting was not hammy in places. Like that was actually normal, like type acting. Oh, I recognize that captain, general, admiral, whatever the hell his rank is. Okay, so yeah, this I can tell this episode is designed to lead straight to Rogue One.
You do know Pim Squirrel's watching this along with us, right?
I suppose so.
I didn't even know he was a Star Wars fan.
Oh yeah, because the manufacturing of the Death Star was kept a secret from um, yeah, like the Death Star was treated as like a secret project. Yeah, at least Mon Mothma cares about that connection between him and Clea, like information wise. Yeah, too bad I don't have any whiskey on me. I would have poured one out. I know, as silly as it
You know
sounds.
what? I would have put some in your tea.
Oh, you mean brandy? Yeah, I know what you went. I see what you did there.
Well, I would. I don't know
Ah,
how
damn.
as good as
Hold
that
on.
would
Hold,
taste.
hold on. Yeah, so she was talking about Ferrex, Gorman's, Andor's mother, and then the Aldanis. And Revnog must be making bank as of lately. Sorry. Oh, what? So Nemec's manifesto from season one, which you hear at the in the season finale of season one, they're using it again. Oh shit! Oh, so the Emperor got it, huh? Damn, he even knew that the rebellion was gonna start spreading. Oh shit, damn, so that old guy that was in there alone, he killed himself. Oh? Flashback of Andor? What? It's not confusing for me to wake up my cat. Yeah, it's kind of funny how he reacts like,
But I thought he gets pissed when you wake him up.
Not really.
Except for yesterday when you woke him up, he had that very pissed off look on his face.
He was just like, he was like, bro, why'd you wake me up?
Thus, you pissed him off.
Ugh. Fuck. Because Bail Organa is an Alderaan during A New Hope, so he gets killed. Oh, there's that douchebag cousin. Hey, who's that fucking lady he's with? He's a fucking cheat. Oh, okay, yep. Somebody's cheating on Mom Mothma. Yeah, later, douchebag.
Would you argue he's as bad as Omar?
Omar. Oh, from Rock and Roll. Except Omar wasn't a cheater.
He was still a douche.
Oh shit. So Deidre's in prison, but did you recognize the prison uniform?
Yes.
Looked like she was in Narkina 5. Oh shit. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Ouch! Yeah, this is definitely leaning into Rogue One. Yep, yep. Here we go. Get ready for Rogue One, Sarah Sif. Okay, it, Rogue One's almost here. Yep. Oh, hey, that droid's alive. I thought he was shot down somehow. Oh, we're at that one planet from the first arc of season two. Wait. Oh, what? Oh, shit. You know who Bix is holding, right?
Yes.
That's, his kid. I wonder if that's why she left. Who boy. Um, I am gonna try not saying anything pertaining to Rogue One, but
Don't say anything.
I won't.
And then after that, it's Devil May Cry, right?
Yep. So real quick,
Freaking Arcane, because I want you to get your ass on Arcane.
yep. Um, okay, so that final scene before the credits, we're gonna look. We are going to mention that scene after we watch Rogue One. I'm not gonna say anything, but damn. Is there a post credits? No, there's not. So yeah, we did it. We have finished Andor. Damn, what a show this turned out to be. Now, yes, this finale was designed to lead straight into Rogue One. So in a way, Rogue One is now treated as the proper series finale, Andor wise. So damn it, this this show truly elevated Rogue One for me because back before this show came out, Rogue One, while a pretty good give me a minute. Yeah, Rogue One, like in isolation, is good. Uh, it certainly is the best Star Wars film under Disney's name for damn sure. But I do feel like it would have been nice if there was more to go with Rogue One. Like I wish it was just a little bit more like the character writing worked, but it would have been nice if there was more to the character writing in Rogue One. And this show, okay, and actually one of those characters I actually want to mention, Andor. Like there was like a scene where he mentioned like, "Oh, I've been dealing with this," and blah, 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 blah. And it's like that's it. Like that's like the furthest characterization we get out of Cassian Andor in Rogue One. This show added to Cassian Andor in a good way. They did not they did not break canon with this character, and that's actually because Tony Gilroy was actually one of the uncredited writers for Rogue One, and I think this was after the reshoots or something. So, um, yeah. So, and you know what? As much as I love the Clone Wars, I now see Andor as the best Star Wars TV show. Like, no argument there. Granted, the Clone Wars had some really good material too, but if we're talking like both shows in their own um like everything, how do I put this? When you compare the Clone Wars as a whole to Andor as a whole, I do think the quality of Andor is much stronger than the Clone Wars. And that's because the disadvantage with the Clone Wars is that there were some arcs that were clunkers. Andor rarely had any clunky areas. And it really boils down to the attention span of the viewer. And I think that's going to be the one area that might be that might be difficult for some viewers. So this is a show that definitely requires a lot more attention than the other Star Wars shows. So, yeah, like, but I find paying attention to be incredibly rewarding with this show because it's well acted, well written, well directed, you name it. Like, and honestly, now that the show's over, Kathleen Kennedy, Lucasfilm, whoever's in the creative team, take fucking notes from Andor. People, the fans, want good Star Wars like this. I'm not saying every show or film needs to be like Andor. It needs to be in interesting directions like what Andor did. That's what fans want. Fans want good, like, exceptional fucking Star Wars. Not the fucking corporatized slop, as some would say, but not the not the conveyor belt slop we're fucking getting. Like, this show is a good sign that you need good writers, good directors, good actors, just a good creative team. And you know what? when they set their mind to it, when you let these people cook, look what you get. A show like Andor. Enough said. So, what'd you think of this episode?
Action packed.
Well, I wouldn't say action packed. It was more of like,
Lots of very intense moments.
yeah, but it was also kind of setting the chess pieces for Rogue One. But I mean, but what do you think of the show as a whole now that it's over?
It was okay.
Okay. Um,
I
for
mean, I have seen better Star Wars out there.
and I am gonna disagree and call bullshit on that. That this is to me the best Star Wars
What,
show.
Clone Wars isn't good
I
at
think this
all?
is I think this is better than the Clone Wars now.
Well, not to throw shade at Clone Wars like
I'm
you're
not
saying it's
throwing
shit.
I'm not throwing shit at Clone Wars. The Clone Wars used to be my favorite TV or my
Yeah,
favorite.
you are.
I Here's the thing, Sailor Seth. There are some arcs in the Clone Wars that would weigh it down compared to Andor. That's what I'm saying. I said some arcs. Because here's the thing, I never labeled the Clone Wars as a 10 out of 10 show. I'll have to think about that. But
Except for season 6.
season 6, Clone Wars.
Not season 6, the finale of Clone Wars.
Yeah, the finale of Clone Wars was some of the best under Disney too.
At least under Dave Filoni.
Yeah, although
Compared to Mandalorian.
if I really, 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 really had to pinpoint, like if we're talking finales, I'd say the Siege of Mandalore arguably might be a better finale in terms of execution compared to Andor. Hear me out for Andor fans out there. Because Andor's finale was designed to set up to Rogue One. The Clone Wars was meant to cap off the prequel timeline on in execution with the timeline of the Clone Wars. So it was meant to be part of the closure of the prequel trilogy. So yeah. But here's the thing, both endings work. But like I said, if we're talking the Clone Wars as a whole to this as a whole, Andor is a much better show than the Clone Wars, Star Wars wise. So, yeah, this is hands down the best Star Wars TV show I've ever seen. Granted, I think it requires full attention. So, if anyone has a short attention span, I think this might not be the show for them, even though I think it adds to the fucking franchise. Like, I will happily consider the show canon now alongside Rogue One. So give me the prequel trilogy, give me the Clone Wars, give me the fucking original trilogy, give me Andor, give me Rogue One, fuck the rest. So yeah, I'm saying everything sequel.
You're not saying Mandalorian?
Everything post Return of the Jedi I can fucking leave out in terms of my personal canon. For me, what I consider canon is the prequel trilogy, the Clone Wars. I'm not going to say Rebels because I have issues with that show. And also, Ahsoka ties into Rebels, and I did not really care for the show Ahsoka. And that's also set after Return of the Jedi, by the way. And the original trilogy. Or, excuse me, prequel trilogy, the Clone Wars, Andor, Rogue One, and the original trilogy. Once Return of the Jedi is over, in terms of my personal canon, that's where Star Wars ends for me. Now, if Lucasfilm wants to make more Star Wars that's post Return of the Jedi chronologically, make the fucking writing good. That's all I'm asking. And please do not tie into the fucking sequel trilogy, because that fucking trilogy is a mess. So, so that's it. We're done with Andor. But
So if they want to catch us,
Hold on,
I
hold on,
want to
hold on,
catch
hold
up.
on, hold on. I wasn't finished with my sentence. I'm starting to think there was a technical difficulty there because no wonder I was interrupted. Um, um, so we're done with Andor, but the storyline continues into Rogue One. So next time we do a watch along live reaction, but okay, this is another case where it's now a live reaction and a watch along because I have already seen Rogue One, but Sailor Sif has not. So next time we dive into Star Wars, it will be the film Rogue One. So yeah, now what? Now you,
And also, if anyone wants to catch us, we'll also have watch-alongs of Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt.
oh yeah, I have been recording those because, and I will provide a very good reason for why we are doing that. It's because new Panty and Stocking has been coming out in Japan and Amazon Prime Video since July 9th. So we are revisiting season 1 of Panty and Stocking to prepare for season 2. And besides, Panty and Stocking's a fun
As
anime.
much as you disagree with the casting of Panty and Stocking in the dub.
More on that in our watch along of season 1 of Panty and Stocking dubbed. And okay, and I have said this in the watch alongs for that video, just to kind of provide details about what how those are coming along. We are doing watch alongs of both the sub and dub. Now I'm sure there's going to be a few people that are going to reach out to me saying, "Dude, just pick a version, stick with it." Okay, here's the thing: when I review anime, or when I had been reviewing anime, and this is something I really would like to get back onto eventually. I just need to find the motivation for it. Um, I do talk about the sub and dub when I review anime. And this is because, look, when you look at other, anime reviews, the sub and dub is typically covered. This is because, you have the sub version, the original Japanese cast, and then you have the English dub. Not everyone watches anime subbed. Not everyone watches anime dubbed. So it's kind of like, hey, what version's worth watching? So when I provide, thoughts on both versions, I'm actually helping people decide what version to watch. Like if you ask me, oh, what would I prefer? The dub of Cowboy Bebop or the sub? I say dub, 100%. Dub's one of the best ever made. If it's Panty and Stock with Garbell, both are fine, but I do prefer the sub just a little bit more because of some of the humorous moments that I think were better subtitled.
Stories you prefer the original English.
Now, if it's something like Akira, I prefer both, but I think the sub has the advantage for having the lip syncing, or the lip movements matching the Japanese voice acting.
I still enjoy the shitty English dub.
Oh God, yeah, that one. So again, case by case basis regarding anime dubs and anime subs. It's just I have my particular process, and that is not going to change anytime soon. So if anyone's going to get on my
Wait,
ass,
wait, wait. I thought you were particular with FMA though.
okay, but here's the thing: we're kind of rambling about anime dubs and subs, and I'm just I'm actually trying to end the topic because again we're kind of going way off topic regarding Andor. Or regarding like closing this and everything. Sorry, it is muggy as shit in this room, so it's just I'm kind of feeling a little irritable myself.
Same here.
It's summertime, and I hate summer because of fucking muggy nights like this. Ugh. Um, but it's usually a case by case basis.
Tell them we're not doing any hear me out that we're not doing any watch-alongs on I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday.
It doesn't really
Because
matter.
it's gonna be
It do-
hotter as hell.
it doesn't really matter because I just upload them when they're ready. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, because I would be willing to, but it'd be muggy as hell
Now,
and hot.
now, for example, let's say, oh, there's a new episode pending stocking on Tuesday or Wednesday. It's like, okay, we're gonna hold that off because it's fucking hot as shit, or da 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 da. So, I mean that's nothing to worry about. I mean, I don't feel the need to like let viewers know or anything. Like that's kind of like behind the scenes kind of shit. So. But yeah. Anyway, so we like I said, we're done with Andor, and yeah, now we're looking forward to Rogue One. I'm also gonna throw in a watch along of the original Star Wars film just for good measure.
Please tell me Baxter is going to be included.
No, because
Damn
we're
it.
not doing the prequel trilogy after the original trilogy, and if we do factor in the prequels, let's add the Clone Wars while we're at it. Sorry if I raise my voice a little bit. It's just like we're not doing Backstroke of the West right after original Star Wars. That no, let's worry about that some other time. Maybe as a special occasion. So shit. I am feeling miserable because of this fucking heat. I hate summer.
And yet I like the summer.
Yeah, but for me,
To a certain extent.
my skin breaks out in rashes because of the heat. That's why I hate summer. So
You didn't get a sunburn today.
no, because I was at home all day. So,
And if you guys ever want to catch us further, this Twitch channel will
uh,
be doing
hold on. Whoa, whoa,
Smash
whoa.
from
Hey,
time
hey,
to
hey, 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 hold on. Can you repeat what you said? Your audio was cutting out really badly.
If you want to catch us more so being more competitive, on the other hand, then you could catch us playing Smash Bros. On his channel.
On my Twitch, yeah.
Or playing a certain game with slaps only.
Yeah, I got a Linktree page that I have at the description of this video, so yeah, you can find my Twitch there because that's where I plug my Twitch. I
Yeah,
don't.
and we'll play slappers only. For a certain game.
She's talking about GoldenEye on the N64 via Switch Online, slappers only. She plans to play Oddjob, who's a cheap son of a bitch, and that's why I'm pulling up my middle finger on screen. By the way, no, because
He's not cheap.
yes, he is. Yes, he is with slappers only.
Nope.
Yes, he is with slappers only. He's banned in tournaments.
Nope.
He is banned in tournaments for that reason.
Damn.
Yeah. So yeah, we're done with Andor. Next time, Star Wars wise, Rogue One.
So to summarize it all, what's your one word to use?
For this show or Rogue One?
Yes, this show.
One word?
Yeah, one word.
I don't have one word.
Come up with one.
I already articulated what
Sick
it,
the pin
I already articulated what I think of the show. It's the best. Okay, currently, because hey, there might one day come a Star Wars show that will top Andor, but again, oh, that's gonna be a tough. I mean, this show's gonna be a tough act to follow production wise. But as it
Who
stands,
knows? They might include the talking rock.
and by the way, the Talking Rock she's referring to is the High Republic comic has a talking rock. It's a stupid fucking idea. Why that was a thing, I don't fucking know. It was dumb. Anyway, as it stands, to me, Andor is the best Star Wars TV show I have seen. I know I've already made that point abundantly clear, but The Mandalorian does not have anything on Andor.
What about Bad Batch?
The Give me a moment. Okay, now I just lost my train of thought. What were you saying? God,
What about Bad Batch?
I'll get to that in a moment. Um. Oh shit! Wait a minute. The Clone Wars was before Mandalorian. Okay, the Clone Wars. As much as I love that show, it's runner up to Andor now. Um, Rebels has nothing on Andor. Um, the Bad Batch has nothing on Andor. The Mandalorian has nothing on Andor. The Book of Boba Fett has nothing on Andor. What am I missing? Ahsoka's got nothing on Andor. And who the fuck who the fuck cared about Acolyte? That show I couldn't even finish because it was bad. But
What,
that
is it that bad?
yes, but that shit show is the complete polar opposite to Andor. And I sound like I'm glazing Andor, but I mean, you know what? There's no shame in my game when I glaze exceptional fucking shows, films, anime, etc. So, yeah. So, yep. I'm one of those people that will champion Andor when it comes to Star Wars and television. Yep. I'm one of those people, but this is a Star Wars show I strongly recommend. Like this and Clone Wars, I think is all any Star Wars fan would need or should look into outside the films. And add Rogue One for good
With
measure.
that,
And add Rogue One because of its connection with Andor. So, even though I just said outside of films, but you get my point. Anyway, you were saying?
and with that, in the name of the moon, we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Um, I'm taking these headphones off. I am like, oh my god, it is. Yeah, even yep. I'm just. Oh, I'm feeling muggy all over. Okay, seriously, we're done here today. So until next time, take care. I hate summer.